and welcome Aquarius to your February reading. I've switched the deck again. I just felt like after doing the earth signs with and the I think fire signs with the gold Art Nouveau, I felt like you guys needed a bit of like an everyday kind of deck, so I went with the Everyday Witch Tarot. So for your overall energy for the month of February, we have the Six of Swords. So your overall energy is about walking away from situations, not getting involved in drama, not getting involved in things that will just stress you out. So Aquarius, that's kind of good energy. You're learning when to walk away and step away from situations that you don't need to be in, which is nice. Your current situation is the Death card. So your current situation is all about change. You're changing and transforming. It's not a bad thing when the Death card comes up. I know TV and everything else makes it look like the Death card, the devil, and they're like, no, it should be the Tower card that you should worry about. But here, anyway, we have that you are transforming. You're going through this phase of where, like, say in this case, like they have a mask on here. It's the case where you're transforming to take that mask off, shed the old you, and become a new you. So I'm just going to take the top of the deck here. Queen of Pentacles. So we see that you guys are transforming in the sense of maybe going up in career, and you're going up into the, the sense of the career ladder, and you're learning that you're going up, and you're very homely. See, the Queen of Pentacles is very homely. So maybe this is a big change for you to merge the two together, like be able to merge the career you and the home family you together, which is nice to have, but in such a way that's like you're approachable and you're knowledgeable and stuff. But I feel like you're going through a big change in February, a really big change. What's coinciding with that is the King of Pentacles. Again, we have a power couple here. So what's going for you is this King of Pentacles. So I feel like you've met your equal, which is nice. You've met this equal. And maybe that's what the transformative thing was. Not to change for him, but to change for yourself so you can attract someone like the King of Pentacles. So that's really nice. And I love how they both have grapes in their trees here. So it does show that this King of Pentacles is ready to offer you, he's literally holding a piece of cake here. Look at this. He's literally holding a piece of cake and says, do you want your cake and do you want to eat it as well? Like, he's literally offering you the cake to eat as well as himself. Do you know what I mean? Like, not eat him. Oh, he's offering you the cake to indulge, and he's offering himself as a partner. Gee, Mac, that's going to be fun in the comments. Okay, Aquarius, but anyway, so that's what's going inside with you there. Just moving my crystals out of the way. Oh, don't fall. But your weakness, so this is your fear. So this is what's your fear about this. We have the Chariot. So your fear, again, it's your a sign that's a fear of change, because 2020, let's face it, January was the 30-day trial. Let's leave it at that. 31-day trial. And your fear is this change, and you don't know where to go. And you're like, where do I go from here? Like, this King of Pentacles has just offered me so much. Where do I go from here? And it's a lot. Like, you've just done a natural transformation. It's like you've naturally done this yourself. Now someone's offering you something, and this change is a bit scary. So it's not that bad, that's a bit scary, But I want to see what else is that about. We have the Ten of Cups. Now we know what he's offering you. He's offering you a family life. So he's offering you like this, maybe a proposal, or if you're in a relationship now, but maybe he's offering you something that will benefit your future, and it's scary. Like, it's scary to think, oh my God, I could make the next generation. That's terrifying to think that. Like, some people find that terrifying. And to some degree, I find that a little terrifying. Like, I can make the next generation of politicians. I can make the next generation of scientists. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know. like that kind of thing. But in this sense, you've transformed into this powerful Queen of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles was attracted to you, and now we're going to see you're fearful of this change because it's a big step, and you've jumped 10 years ahead rather than next week of just going on the first date. Like, that's literally what your mind has done, Aquarius. Your strength is the Queen of Cups. So your strength is that you're going to probably follow your heart. You're going to follow your heart rather than your head. So that's beautiful to see. Like, you're just going to follow your heart and go with the flow, because the Queen of Cups is all about wearing her heart on her sleeve. She's all about, you know, just being caring and loving. And like in this picture, she's pregnant, and it's lovely to see that in a card. That's not the Emperor. The Empress, the Emperor. I swear I've had my coffee today. But like, you see, like, your strength is the Queen of Cups, so you're full of this love, and it's lovely to see that you're full of love, and you're just scared because maybe you've been hurt in the past. I'm going to just do one for the Queen of Cups there. Six of Wands. So maybe you need to actually listen to your heart and listen to just what he has to say. Like, don't jump to conclusions. Like, don't jump to conclusions, Aquarius. Maybe this King of Pentacles could be an ideal partner. Now, in the sense of a partner, it could be romantic, or it could be professional, okay? So maybe it's a bit scary to think like he's offering you all this money or this job in the sense, and you're just terrified. Like, I don't want change, but I do want change, but that's a big change, and it's really slow, because, you know, gradually you'll be able to fulfill your family's, you know, needs and make them safe and secure. But in the sense of romance, like, he's offering you all this, and you've jumped, as I said, 10 years ahead. So yeah, you need to follow your heart here, because of that Six of Wands. Your weakness, I said Emperor, this is weird. Your weakness is the Emperor. So maybe there's a father-like figure that doesn't really agree with this King of Pentacles. Now, this doesn't have to be a literal father. It could be anyone that you look up to and thought would be like, oh, I'm really happy for you, and then they go, I don't like him. I don't get a good vibe off him. And you're just there like, why? Like, what's wrong? It's just, he's really sweet, he's nice, he has money, he's safe, he's really career driven, he's grounded, he's got everything that you were looking for in a partner for me, or in a friend, that kind of thing. And the weakness is that you are set on the decision of this Emperor. Or this is also you, in a sense. So role reversal, whatever you want to do here. The Emperor's energy is all about making well thought out decisions. He's the law in the sense. He's making the final decision. Your weakness is that you make the final decision, and it's also his decision at the same time. If this was a business deal, don't forget, if it was a romantic deal, a romance pursuit, this it being you, if this is your weakness, you kind of just think of everyone else's like opinion and the democracy of it all rather than your own. Okay, so that's your weakness. The outcome is the Page of Wands. See, there's not a lot of wands. I thought there was. There's a lot of court cards. That's what I'm throwing at. Page of Wands. So good news is coming. Like, so something good is coming at the end of February. I want to see what this is about. So the Page of Wands is all about it's the heralds of all the wands, all the court cards, and we see that maybe because you see he's following the cat here in the picture, or she, I've no idea, it could be either or, but they're following the cat, so it's like Alice following the white rabbit. You're knowing when to walk away. As I said, your overall energy is that Six of Swords there. Maybe you're learning to walk away from the opinions of the Emperor, and you're learning to walk away from the old you, that Death card there. The card I drew to elaborate with the Page of Wands is the Eight of Wands. So you're throwing a lot of energy out there. Like, that's a lot of energy. Eight of Wands, you're just throwing it out there. It's a bit scary, and you're giving it your all. It's causing this storm of effects, and it's lovely to see that. I'm going to say it's lovely to see that. God, I miss using this deck. I use it for, like, privately, but My goodness. You know when you haven't touched it in a while, you're like, oh, I missed this. Let's do your energy for the 4 weeks of February. Let's see. So that's the first week. I'm getting the same cards. Hold on, I'm going to do this again. Let's get the same cards as the last earth sign there. So hold on. Let's do a proper shuffle here now. That's better. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I was like, it felt like I was like, hang on, these are the same as the last one. I need to redo this. Okay. It's like all 4 exact ones are coming out, so I need to shuffle that properly. So your first week's energy of February is the mildew fairy. Clean up time. So maybe it's that time, like that death card is time for clean up your act kind of situation. Maybe time to clean up how you perceive things and change. Like this is the cleanup is all really good. Like it's really good to cleanse and spring clean. You know what I mean? But it's also getting rid of the bad energy and the good energy. But you're also getting rid of the old things that represented the old you. Do you know what I mean? So you're not getting rid of like memories. You're just getting rid of like, oh yeah, I should really clean up that part of the room because I remember that night out. Ugh. Not saying you left it there, but that kind of thing. Like it's neat. It's a good time to clean in the first week of February. And once you've done the cleanup, we have the pink lotus fairy. Now I know loads of people have gotten this. Loads of star signs I've done have gotten this. But maybe because February is a good time to recharge after January. Do you know what I mean? It's a good time to recharge. So this is a time for spirit. So it's a time for meditation. It's a time for just relaxing and recharge. As I said, like there's a lot of recharge need to be done in the month of February. So that's the second week. The third week we have Storm Angel. Collision of beliefs, styles and attitudes and energies. This makes sense with that Emperor. So your weakness is that you, as I said, that's weird. I picked that card up and it starts raining. I'm not kidding. Look. That's weird. I don't know, that's moss I don't know how moss gets on our window. But hey, that's bizarre. It's so bizarre. But anyway, so this collision of beliefs. So this storm, as I said, like there's a storm here that was stirring up at the end. With that 8 of Wands. The weakness is that you have to listen to this Emperor's opinion on everything. And if he says no, you're like, well, it's no. But that death card is telling you to change that belief system. And like, he's not like the law. This father figure doesn't control everything you do in your life. He's just there to guide you, but he's not there to control everything. So maybe that's where this collision of a storm situation comes in, and that's where your attitudes and beliefs come into collision. The last card, which is the last week of February, is Angel de los Muertos. Transitions to the spirit realm. So this is where you're kind of like, how would I put it? Remember you're kind of connecting with spirit in the second week. It's kind of the manifestations are coming to be. You're transitioning to your spirit guides for guidance rather than the Emperor, which is nice. You're going with your own gut feeling or your intuition. And that's where that 8 of Wands was coming in as well. Like with the Page of Wands here, you're kind of like, how would I put it? You heard the good news, now you're going to follow the white rabbit, or in this sense, the cat. So, yeah, that's your reading there, Aquarius. I'll leave that there, and you're learning to walk away. See what I mean? Your whole energy there. I'll leave that there, guys, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!